Welcome to Beans, Bangers, and Mash. I'm your host, Beans, and we have Bangers and Mash right here. We're ready to talk about some PlayStation 5. Anyway, yeah, we're here to talk about the PlayStation 5 reveal event. All the games, the hardware, they didn't even show any specs, so basically just what we see from the console itself.
Yeah, they just mentioned there was like high definition in it. There was like ray tracing and some.
Yeah.
It was like a fancy like controller thing with some trigger-happy triggers, and it's just okay.
It's got a microphone as well.
Yeah, it's like holy shit! I've never seen that on any other piece of hardware.
Oh, it's a good-looking remote controller.
Yeah, it's a decent looking controller. I like the shape of the console as well. There was a random guy I saw on Facebook said it looked like an espresso machine. I don't know an espresso machine that's shaped like that though. So
No.
I think I Google search for a while. I was like, what fucking espresso machine does he have that looks like a fucking PS5?
What is he on?
I think he's talking about a homemade espresso machine.
Or some shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, homemade one.
From a DIY.
To me, it looked like a modem, a BT broadband box.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looked exactly like one of them.
Oh, yeah, it kind of looks like mine.
You should take a picture of it and then put it to the side of the PlayStation and compare it.
Kind of does look like it. It's white.
That's it.
It's
the only
white.
comparison.
It's white and it looks like a tower, so yeah.
The hardware itself, though, there was a whole load of exclusives that they showed off, ranging from like horror specs to fucking wacky sensitive kids sense. One of that fucking cat running around a robot world. It's just like such a variety of different games they showed off for the stream.
Yeah. Some really cool games.
They
Like strawberry.
Fucking Bugsnax. It's like
Snack that.
such a random game. Like you turn into whatever it is that you eat from what I got from the trailer. So you eat like strawberries, and your arm is like two strawberries just somehow melded together.
Yeah.
I don't know the context, but for some reason I really want it. I really want to just play the game and see how it plays out.
I think it's kind of like from looking at it, you think it's kind of like a Pokemon thing. You're collecting all these different kind of Bugsnax things. But I read that it's kind of survival-esque, and you're trying to get all the villagers back who are being attacked by the Bugsnax.
It's got a cool concept.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to be a turkey twister.
Also, the best game from the entire stream.
You're already labeling this as the best one.
My money's on this. 10 out of 10.
On what? We can't see her.
My money's on the fucking Bugsnax, you cunt.
Oh, Bugsnax.
What do you think my money was on? Do you think I was watching some betting show while we were doing this?
I thought you'd focus more on the Demon Souls that got showed off. I thought
Yeah.
you put your money more towards that one.
Oh, yeah. Well,
The Demon Souls.
that's my real 10 out of 10. That's my real 10 out of 10. This one's the meme 10 out of 10.
He's had epic
Yeah,
music.
exactly.
So is this Demon Souls then, is this like a sequel or is it just a remake of the original?
It's a remake, which is kind of rare, because usually they do remasters. This is literally a remake. They're remaking everything.
Wow.
Okay.
They actually
Ground up.
remake everything, like the graphics and everything.
Yeah, if you compare both of them, it's completely different.
That's
the art
cool.
style's different. The graphics are different. The gameplay is probably going to be different. It's the same people who did Shadow of the Colossus remake, Blue Point Studios, I think. So they're quite good at it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be a good remake. If they just kind of ported it over, like Grand Theft Auto.
Why Grand Theft Auto 5 again? Seriously.
Yeah, the first thing that shows up in the entire stream is just, by the way, GTA 5 is still a thing. It's like, okay. It's like 8 years old now.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's like Skyrim. It just never goes away.
Expected Skyrim to appear as well.
Yeah, there's still time. There is still time.
Or the Elder Scrolls 6.
All we've had is like a fucking 10-second trailer of it panning over what I think looks like High Rock. I think. That's my own interpretation of it, but they just got nothing else to go on top of it because I'm focusing on what Elder Scrolls Online, and then they got the space game. Bethesda had the other game which they showed off the PS5, which was that Hitman, not the Hitman one, but like the assassin-looking one, when the guy's trying to take down, I think, 8 targets, but then if he dies and gets respawned as per the story.
Oh,
and
is that Deathloop?
Yeah, Deathloop. Yeah, I got caught off guard just because at the very ending, like, obviously there's other assassin that's going after him, but then at the ending you see also the player controlling her as well. So I don't know if the gameplay is you can either be the guy trying to finish all the targets and finally get out of the Deathloop, or you could be the girl trying to stop him from getting out there as well. Like, if you could do both sides.
I think it'd be cool if you could be the cat from Stray and then just wander in.
Oh, that's cool.
You will be the cat from Stray, won't you? I thought that was the whole point of the trailer, because I focus so much on the cat.
Yeah, you are.
You're just running around staring at robots.
That's the main selling point.
It's like, this is a video game.
That'd be a cool game. It seems cute. Well, depends what the gameplay is.
It feels like it's going to be very sort of story narrative, like watching like the story like sort of go around you rather than the story being involved with you, like almost like a fly on the wall sort of thing. So you never really get involved with the game from what it looks like. I mean, that's my own interpretation of it.
PlayStation is good at those kind of games.
Yeah, they love the stories.
It's really good at those kind of games. For gameplay.
Oh, the Spider-Man one, yeah. Was it Miles Morales one? Because the Spider-Man game that was focused on the multiverse guy.
Is it an actual game or is it like a spin-off?
No, I'm pretty sure it is its own game. Interest would be to see how much it differentiates from the Spider-Man game they released year or two ago. Because already like that one did really well for itself, because that felt like what future Spider-Man games should always have been, because it just reminded me of Spider-Man 2 so much, with like the nice freestyle swinging and crazy combat. Like, it was really good. So my guess is this next one is going to be like the previous Spider-Man game, but with Miles Morales, and it looks like it's got a bit more style to it as well. It looks good. Like, I'm definitely psyched for it. I would definitely get it. I'm just hoping they just add more to what they've already established already. Otherwise, it's just going to feel like just a remake of the previous Spider-Man game.
The same thing.
Oh, well, there'll be better graphics, so you don't have to complain that much.
Yeah, they can't remake the graphics because they'll be better.
Better
Smoother
graphics.
swinging.
Might be a better story as well.
Kind of better graphics, though, because this game, the only thing I know of about graphics is Gran Turismo.
So realistic.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Like, I mean, Gran Turismo has always been like that kind of game where if you wanted to see what the PlayStation engine can do, which any fucking video game engine can do, just Gran Turismo was the perfect way to show it off, because all their games always look so good for its time. Having said that, they showed one bit where you're going through the menu and they have, I think it's Sarah on the bottom left, and she's got this really fucking goofy expression as you're moving around for all the cars, and I couldn't help but fucking just stare at that face rather than the car. It's like, is this like did you take 20 takes and that was the best one that you picked out of for Sarah? Because I feel bad for her now.
The bullying Sarah.
It's not my fault. They picked the photo for her. Surely they're going to give her a better smile than what looks like she's going to fucking stab you in the middle of the night. But, I mean, the game itself
They
looks
could have
brilliant.
put Abby.
Yeah, just anything. Oh well, sorry Sarah. But the game itself, looks brilliant.
I'm gonna argue against that. I think the graphics look good, but the game, it looked boring. I want Burnout. I don't care about racing until they give me Burnout. That's what I want.
Yeah, you want some action.
Burnout? Didn't Criterion, is that the Burnout company? Didn't they get taken over and then they don't exist anymore? So there's no possible way of getting Burnout again?
Yeah, I feel like, I might be wrong with this, but I feel like Burnout Paradise was their last one. I think from that point on, then it just sort of thrown under the rug. It's like, right, that's the Burnout series done. They're not going to do any more on top of it.
I think the company went under.
Yeah, there might have been another game that EA, or company even that EA destroyed. And what
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fuck them. Goddamn maniacs. I was going to say Horizon, but that was like near the end, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Robot Mammoth. That's all I remember from the ending. But like, I know the Horizon's got a massive fan base because it's done very well for itself. Like, it's a unique story of sort of that post-apocalypse style, and then you've got the giant robot animals you can, I guess, destroy or tame. I wish I'd played the game myself. I know I've got the PlayStation, but just never got around to playing it. But I did laugh at the very ending when you got the huge tribe and a giant mechanic mammoth sort of charging towards her, and she's just got this one bow. And I was thinking to myself, unless that bow has got like a fucking nuclear warhead on the end of it, it's not going to do a huge amount of damage to that mammoth.
Well, she could be like Hawkeye. She could like magically just like have loads of arrows and just beat her with pure style.
True. She could be the Legolas of the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, takes down the mammoth, like the Oliphants from Return of the King. Takes down two at once.
It only counts as one.
Still only counts as one. Sidetracked by Lord of the Rings.
The one which I saw through was the Ratchet and Clank game, where they got the dimension swapping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
I love that,
cool.
just the variety of weapons.
Like the whole dimension swap where you can like teleport yourself across the map. That was quite interesting as well. Teleport yourself out of danger and stuff.
They've always got sort of like those goofy weapons, and like Ratchet's always well known for that, just like with the disco ball thing and variety like cluster bombs and explosions you can throw at the enemies. And then, of course, it finished off with the new character as well, who is yet to be named.
The female swap of Ratchet.
Yeah, female
Is
Ratchet.
it actually Ratchet, or is it a new one?
No, that was definitely a new character.
In my mind, like the dimension swapped and it turned like trans Ratchet, and then that's like trans Ratchet. Is that what we're going with?
What?
'Cause that's what happened in my head.
So what? So this dimension, Ratchet decided to have a sex change and became Ratchetina.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Jesus.
Like when I was watching it, I was like, "Hey, it's Ratchet. He looks a bit different."
He's got a feminine
That's my
voice.
thought process. But
Anywho.
yeah, the game looks good aside from.
Variety of stuff. There was on a similar note to that Deathloop thing. There was that other game which was about when you die you'll respawn again and the bus trying to sort themselves out. But that was the one with the lady Returnal.
Oh, yes.
Which crash landed on that planet and then
cool.
the aliens. That does look cool. That looks really, really good. I'm quite psyched for that particular game.
The graphics looked very uncanny on her face. I was like, that's weird. Like, it looks like a middle-aged auntie who's just decided to like hop on a spacecraft instead of go cooking or something. And she just ended up there, going in a time loop instead of like harassing her child abusing husband. I don't know. It seems like that.
What are you on?
You've already explained the pre-plot line to this poor lady, let alone a crash landing planet and being stuck on this world. Basically, making it to the ending if she does manage to get out of it. It's like, I made it! Oh no, back. Gotta beat Greg again. Shit.
Greg has been beating her up every day for the past 2 weeks. Now it's her time to escape, and she ends up in a fucking death cycle. Of course, she's gonna be pissed.
They forgot the first words of the game title at the end. Regretted Returnal. There was also Sackboy's Big Adventure, on a nicer note, which was little Sackboy, who's got...
Little Sackboy.
Sackboy.
That's his name. That's literally his name. But it looks like it's more of a linear... I guess like more focusing on levels like what Little Big Planet had. But I'm just still hoping they've still got the creative side where people can make their own levels and do whatever, because that was really the pull of Little Big Planet in the first place. Might get the nice developer sites and then the player-made sites.
Yeah.
They should do. I mean, it is still the same like game and company making it, isn't it? Like, I assume so.
All right, so we've totally forgotten one game here, and that is Resident Evil Village.
Yes.
You
Yes.
you forgot this game.
I want this game. I never played any of the previous Resident Evil games, but that
really?
one looks... Yeah, that one
Yeah.
I would play. I would get into the franchise for it. That one looks really, really good.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
It's fucking creepy.
Beans will shake his head.
I am, but for a different reason. Like, as soon as you said that, someone messaged me on like my metal channel saying with the Resident Evil name, Albert Wesker. As soon as you said Resident Evil, like a guy from the Resident Evil franchise just like messaged me. I was like, that's a bit
really?
weird.
That's really cool.
That's a bit weird. But anyway, yeah, the game looked really interesting. There's
It's
werewolves
first
in it?
person. Yeah.
Wasn't there a werewolf in the fucking trailer?
Yeah.
It was either that or just a really hairy zombie.
It's in a village, all right?
Like, he looked beast-like, yeah.
It looks amazing.
Probably gonna do, like, Bloodborne-esque.
Because they've done the remakes for the last few years.
Yeah.
Like, 3 and such. And then they made that extra sort of side game, which I think is inside Resident Evil 3, that Resistance one, which is a bit like Dead by Daylight, but rather than a killer per se, or like a mastermind looking through the cameras and stopping survivors getting from one point to another. But apparently that one's done very well for itself.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, you'll be scared. You'll be too
I hate
scared.
the gameplay of Resident Evil. Hey, you're the one who can't fucking play most of the games because you're too fucking scared. The only ones I haven't played is fucking... The only one I didn't play was Resident Evil 7 on the VR.
Oh, fuck that.
I've watched enough videos of people playing it. It's like, that's all I need for that fucking game.
Pretty terrifying.
It would be.
The spiders in Skyrim VR are scary enough.
You know, there's people who speedrun Resident Evil 7, right? And they've played the game that many times, just none of it scares them anymore, and they just try and get through it as fast as they can.
On VR?
I think so. Like, on something. It might just be on PC, maybe because of certain glitches and things, but I'm sure,
same.
like,
because they played it for that much, like, I don't think any of the scares would get them even if they did play it on VR, because they know the game, like, back to front at this point.
that would be something to watch. I'll have to
That'd be
watch that
scary.
later.
What, is it on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Twitch.
That's
Twitch is normally
cool.
the speedrunners, that's it. That's the phrase.
Speedrunners, which are kind of like the Nosferatu race of the video game community. Like, you have the normal people who play gameplay, and then you have the speedrunners who kind of live in the sewers and eat rats, and they're kind of like, and come out like when the sun goes down. That's the kind of people you're watching.
So special ones.
Yeah, you could say that.
Retards.
I mean,
Well, they're highly committed to one game. They found the game that they like, and they like it so much that they've committed their entire existence to beating it by 2 frames.
Jesus.
So it's fine.
It's like listening to the same band over and over again.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Oh, I listen to Deftones Fight Pony 405 times a year.
Speaking of
my
blowing stuff up, though,
brains, man.
there was the Demolition Derby game that was shown off.
That
Which
looks
is sort of
alright.
Before you say 9/11.
Yeah, I mean 9/11 wasn't a Demolition Derby game, so
Freaking
who knew?
upload.
Yeah, cars fly up to ramps and shit. Getting out of the cars, beat the shit of each other, then get back in the car again, drive away, giggling to themselves. It looked like a random game.
It'd be fun to play for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, a couple of games and then that'll be it.
Yeah.
It feels like it was a game that was purely made just to see if they could make an esports out of it, but I don't see them potentially really getting enough of an audience to make it. Who knows? I could be wrong.
Reach for the sky.
Hey, Toy Story. Should have a Toy
Anyway.
Story game.
Yes, they do have Toy Story games, you fucking mong.
Oh, really?
The best games. Toy Story 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1.
I didn't know that.
Legendary.
I
That's
don't know
cool.
about the 2D scroller.
Oh yeah, Toy Story hasn't got nothing to do with this PlayStation 5 event. Which
There was Kana, or the one with like the
Kena?
girl where she's saving the little black furballs. Like they're being, from what I got from the trailer, like the little black furballs are being taken from something, and then she came round with like 2 very small, I'm guessing brothers. She's got a staff trying to save the rest of the world, or save furballs. I don't know. That's all I really got from the story.
Ridiculous.
But that was a game.
so,
I'm sorry, I don't really know what else to really say about it though. Like, it was just that was pretty much it for the entire game. Will I get it? No, but
might get good reviews, and then we might check it out. But until then, nah.
What about that horror game? Ghostwire Tokyo?
oh yeah, it was like a
Is it the horror game? I can't
Oh.
remember. It was in
Yeah, it was
Tokyo.
there was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
supernatural sort of things going around, but there was also like almost like
that looks
cyber sort of transitions that people were going from one spot to another. So it was like a futuristic.
I really thought that was Fatal Frame. Yeah.
of the lady with the camera.
Yeah, like I thought it was like a new Fatal Frame, but because it had that kind of horror-esque kind of mystery feel to it, where you're not really attacking the enemies in a normal way, like a gun or anything.
The guy was attacking them.
But it wasn't. It was just a new game. Yeah, like, he did like kung fu shit. Unless what happened?
It's cool.
Not as cool as Bugsnax.
Bugsnax.
Burger.
To catch a burger. There was also Godfall. I'm guessing because it's just a big loot game. Just like trying to get like amazing armor and weapons, and it was just like another form of Destiny, effectively. But the armor from the trailer looks a lot better than the armor.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of like a Dark Souls ripoff
Yeah, and you said you liked it, I remember. You said, oh, I'll get that.
with the knight, and he's fighting the enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're on?
What was
about?
like dressed in like a giant lion sort of
Okay, cool.
helmet thing.
It's cool, but the gameplay was a bit janky.
There was also the Dino High School game, Volcano High.
Oh,
Which
Jesus.
was,
You don't like that because of the memes. Have you seen the meme of the pterodactyl girl from it with a machine gun shooting the classmates? Welcome to Volcano High. So start shooting the classmates.
No.
You've not seen that? It's great.
All I've seen of that game is literally just the trailer itself, and then that was it. Like, I didn't really see a lot of people get hype of that afterwards.
Welcome to Volcano High. So that game looked nothing like a game. I think it was just a visual novel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a visual novel.
And it looked a very bad one from the dialogue and stuff.
A visual novel?
I can't see that getting high scores. You're right. Not really. Persona does kind of. Usually no.
I thought Persona was more turn-based combat, and then 40%
Yeah, but I
talking.
mean, most of it. No, it's about 80% talking.
Oh,
20%
fuck, okay.
turn-based combat.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
There's like 90 hours to complete the story.
Well, Oddworld got a sequel as well.
Yes.
oh, Abe.
I was looking at that
Yeah.
trailer like, Abe.
It was a tense trailer. Because the guy's like fucking like trying to scream and
Yeah.
trying to like rip open his things holding his lips together. And watching fucking Lemmy's getting destroyed by being run over and blown up and set alight. It's like, alright.
Follow me. Those are the commands you can do as Abe.
Is that his lines, is it?
Yeah, that's pretty much his lines. He says, hello, and then follow me, and then you get the little lemmings to follow you, and then they die. And he's like, oh no. It's pretty much, that's the game. But
Cool.
it's a good game, you know?
Know what to expect then for the
The new
sequel
one
then.
should be good as well.
Be more sophisticated storyline.
Be two types of farts. One he can shit himself.
The Lemmys don't want to follow him anymore. Hitman Season 3.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
after getting released.
Yeah.
That one I am going to get regardless. That I can guarantee. I love the Hitman series. The first and the second one that they came out like for the last few years, which has been brilliant. I love the briefcase. The briefcase is brilliant. He throws it and it moves really slowly, but it follows them everywhere. There's a brilliant video of like a guy who gets on a jet ski and then he throws the briefcase and it's just following him around like across the fucking ocean. He's like, shit! Barcode boy.
Google him. Barcode boy. I'm going to use that from now on.
Barcode.
The Great Adventures of Barcode Boy.
Watch you push a man into a racetrack. NBA also got shown off as well. Yeah, didn't the last one get like ripped into hell for its like in-game purchases and
Yeah.
the graphics?
Way too
Yeah,
expensive.
Pedro really got annoyed.
You got a lot to work up for this one then. And NBA has never been a game I bought, so I've no interest in it. It's not for me.
I played it. It's actually pretty good if you like basketball and everything. Got a really good career mode.
You make your own character and then you rise through the ranks.
Yeah. Basically, you become a legend. I only got 2K8 in it, and the cutscenes are really good. You can start fights and
I get to fight.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can start a fight. It's cool.
Can you make it only fights? So it's just NBA Mortal Kombat.
That would be sick.
Throw the person through the fucking hoop.
So basically, you're a draft player. You get drafted to a particular team, say Miami Heat or something, and then you just become a rookie. Then you grow to become like a senior player, and then move up the ranks. You get your own social media.
There was a few others like Little Devil Inside. It's like a sort of a cartoony version of Monster Hunter, but there was also that sort of old man who was just like watching from the fucking shadows. I don't know, there was like some link to it, but it didn't explain it. It had like a nice little charm about it.
Can't remember that one. Must be shit.
Pragmata as well. It had almost like sort of a Death Stranding like trailer where just nothing made sense.
It's like 2 years away. Why would they advertise a game that's 2 years away?
Hey, Elder Scrolls fucking advertised the game, and that's gonna be like 10 years away.
Oh, okay. But that's 2022.
They want to give people hyped up about a little cyber girl on the moon.
Cyberpunk was fucking announced like 5 years ago. Pretty sure. Cyberpunk
Did they have a
was announced
trailer?
ages ago. Yes.
Oh, they did.
Full CGI trailer. It was from ages ago. I'm gonna have to Google that, but not now because my keyboard.
Don't
types is
Google
like...
it. Don't Google it. You're definitely.
Feels like it's been delayed for 5 years.
So in summary, we'll each say the game that we're most excited for. Starting with you, Mash.
Yeah, Resident Evil, The Village, and the Hitman 3 for sure.
I'm pretty much with Mash on it. Like, yeah, I'm the same with Village. I'm excited for in Hitman 3. It's just a series I've always loved, so I'm excited to get those ones. I'll get that next in the series. I did enjoy the Little Big Planet game, so I might get the Sackboy A Big Adventure one, but only if there is a creative side to it, because the whole fun of that game was playing the players' levels that range from utter shit to like really complex, like detailed ones. So it depends. If it has a creative, yes. If not, then no.
What about you, Beans?
Okay.
I think we all know.
Well, I have to be the odd one out and say Demon Souls. Demon Souls 100%. And then Bugsnax. Bugsnax.
Strawberry.
Fucking Bugsnax. Burger. Bugsnax and Demon Souls. Two most hardcore games on the list.
What about
Right.
Spider-Man? You
Let's
said
go.
you're going to get Spider-Man.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Nah.
No, that's the pizza delivery
getting that
fucking
shit.
levels.
You said you wanted to get it. You said, oh yeah, it's Spider-Man.
I mean, I may get it, but it's nowhere near close to Bugsnax. Come the fuck on. So that
Fair
does
enough,
it for our
cunt.
PlayStation
Fuck.
5 reveal event. Fucking in the middle of it.
All right, guys. So that's it for the PlayStation 5 summary, and we've all had a huge discussion. Shut the fuck up, both of you.
I ain't said shit. All right, you faggots. That was our video for PlayStation 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like and subscribe for more fun. More podcasts like this on the way. I've been a sausage. He's a bean. He's a potato.
I'm multiple beans, damn you.
Download Pokemon Unite. It's a brilliant game.